Even though the Crystamax is in place, we can't afford to be complacent.
The domain guards have cleared the darkness near the ruin, and considering the special trait of the darkness species, it's very likely that Nanyin is aware that the Crystamax has been taken. Miss Bond, please take them to the R&D department to modify the timestamp system. I need to inspect the defenses around Aquaville Mansion, and won't be able to join you. Please, excuse me.
Please follow me, this way. This is the observation tower, Niner's Heavy Machinery's R&D department. With the decryption of the dark form, we now have a better understanding of Black Jade technology. We've discovered more functions of Black Jade, and we're harnessing its power to suppress the darkness and integrating it into the timestamp. This ability, when paired with the abundant field energy, enables the timestamps to greatly amplify damage against the darkness. It assists the domain guards in combat, making their attacks much more effective. Just explaining it might not be very clear. Please place your timestamp on the control panel, and it will be upgraded soon. That is...
The Hive Mother.
Did Nanyin just find the Hive Mother's location?
Yes. The moment the rift opened, I sensed the Hive Mother's strong will. She's struggling, trying to break through. Nanyin must have entered the chamber imprisoning the Hive Mother. We have underestimated her power.
She has opened the Hive Mother's chamber and spawned abyss currents across Aquaville, summoning the darkness.
And it's not just Aquaville. Abyss currents are all over Domain 9 now. I've just received word that Ignisville has been hit the hardest.
Miss Lan and the others must be fighting right now. Let's clear the darkness in Aquaville and then go help them. I wonder how Lan and the others are holding up. I should hurry over and help.
We couldn't stop Nanyin from taking the Crystamax.
Even though she took the Crystamax, it doesn't mean our efforts were in vain. Everyone, you've worked hard.
She has entered the Hive Mother's chamber. The clash between them is causing a massive overflow of darkness energy. This is going to be a complete disaster.
It is a risk worth taking if we want a better tomorrow for Domain 9.
I just received a message from Zheng Gong. Master Yu wants to see us. There must be a new breakthrough in decrypting the dark form. Hopefully, we'll find a way out of this situation.
No time to waste. Let's head back to Zhengong.
Then, let's clear out the darkness here first.
Please let me continue to help in Ignisville. As a newcomer, I appreciate any advice or tips from the domain guards.
Let's move out!
See you all later.
The situation is dire, and we're By analyzing the darkness energy emanating from the rift over Aquaville, we have confirmed that the Hive Mother is located beyond the rift. This aligns with Dr. Rubilia's postulation.
The moment the rift opened, the will of the Hive Mother echoed in my head clearer than ever before. The Hive Mother is on the verge of breaking free. This message has overcome the barriers of all space and time to reach each of its progeny. This is likely why Nanyin was so desperate to obtain the Crystamax. The Hive Mother will soon break free. She must seize the last opportunity while it remains bound by the Black Jade Ruin.
According to the decrypted information from the Dark Form, the test subject will initiate an assault on the Hive Mother after its complete evolution to take over the control of the Hive Mother lineage. No matter which side wins, it will be a calamity that threatens the survival of Domain 9 and the entire humanity. Domain 9 is on the brink. But despite our limited power, we will not resign ourselves to this fate. We must intervene in this conflict and find an opportunity to turn the tide. This may be our last chance. The third-generation timestamp system is fully operational. I trust you've all gotten the hang of using its power now.
Yes, with its help, we've greatly improved our efficiency in dealing with the darkness.
The third-generation timestamp system does more than that. Its ability to stabilize space-time has also been significantly enhanced. After completing decrypting the Dark Form, we've gained a deeper understanding of the Black Jade technology. We've managed to replicate the methods of the alien civilization used to control the darkness, by manipulating the Black Jade Ruin to reinforce the containment of the Hive Mother. This means that in our battles against the Hive Mother and Nanyin, we can use the timestamps to intervene and harness the powers of the Black Jade Ruin.
Ideally, we would seal both Nanyin and the Hive Mother together, much like what the alien civilization did. Anyway, we'll need to make our moves based on the specific circumstances inside the Black Jade Ruin. It's unfortunate that the entrance to the Black Jade Ruin opened by Nanyin closed so quickly. We'll have to find another way in.
Dr. Rubilia, are you able to open the entrance?
I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee anything if it's just me.
Maybe I can help. At that moment, I sensed it too. The special coordinates that appeared in the chaotic space-time. Is it possible to pinpoint the location of the Hive Mother and reopen the Black Jade Ruin using Omnium energy?
Could we destabilize that section of space-time with Omnium energy to bring it into our observable range? If we channel Omnium energy to one spot and direct a concentrated energy burst at the target, we could, in theory, meet our objective.
It seems that when it comes to the application of Omnium energy, Domain 9 and Hykros have quite a bit in common. We have tried to use Omnium energy to target weaknesses in the dimensional barrier, hoping to shatter the long-standing constraints of space-time. The Celestial Cannon was one of the attempts designed by our technicians who built the Celestial Gate. However, we had to put it on hold due to insufficient field energy. If Miss Shirley can provide the precise coordinates, this method is worth trying. Miss Plotty, What do you think?
I'm concerned that the huge demand for omnium energy could overload the omnium reactor. I need to fine-tune the joint calculation program of Gestos and Tempos to ensure a stable supply of energy from the infinite sundial. This will take some time. I hope we won't fall too far behind.
While Miss Plotty is fine-tuning the program, Aquaville will work quickly to get the celestial cannon ready. It might only open the ruin for a brief moment, but it should suffice. Miss Shirley, please head to Zhonggong later to lock down the coordinates of the Hive Mother through Tempos.
Sure, no problem.
I'll also join the operation this time. For the future of Domain 9, let's give it our all.
This time, I won't be able to be with you. Be careful. I won't forgive you if you get hurt.
Even if I get hurt, it's okay. You'll take care of me, right?
You... Why do I always end up having to take care of you? Are you spacing out?
Shirley, you've always been so strong. Thank you for always standing by my side.
It's the same for me. Searching for the meaning of my existence as an angel of clemency. That was the purpose I had in mind when we embarked on this journey together. But it wasn't that easy. Though this journey has been full of discoveries, I've yet to find that definitive answer. The one I can chase after wholeheartedly, without a single doubt. But you've always walked beside me, leading the way with a smile, ready to face a future brimming with endless possibilities. What will your answer be? Is it possible for me to be like you? These questions have crossed my mind time and again during my moments of doubt, but I know I can't let my doubt keep me from moving forward. If I just keep going around in circles, I'll never change anything. So, I've made up my mind to follow your lead. I might not be able to keep pace straight away, but from a distance, I can always see you up ahead. And I know you will always be there for me. Thank you. I didn't realize I've stayed here a bit too long. I have some preparations to do with Tempos, and you should probably head to Aquaville to meet up with everyone, right? Let's talk more when you're back.
Shirley,
There's so much I want to share with you. About Zeke, our next journey, and you. We'll save those conversations for next time.
It's a promise.
Just a bunch of ordinary things. No need to make a big deal out of it. It will be okay. Even if it's the Hive Mother. I've always believed in you. I'm sure. Absolutely certain. Everything will be fine.
begin.
Calculation activated.
An evil star's rise. A bad omen implies.
What?
Confirming subject. They just keep coming.
They must have come here in response to the Hive Mother's call, aiming to help it break free to completely wipe them out. We must eliminate the Hive Mother.
The Hive Mother. I wonder where it and Nanyin are now. We don't have time. Let's leave this area to the domain guards and keep moving.
Huh? It feels like the timestamp is being directed by something.
The third generation timestamp is resonating with the Black Jade Ruin. The timestamp can now show us its connection with the Black Jade in a much more tangible way.
Let's follow the timestamp and see. No, the timestamp can't open it.
This should be the chamber imprisoning the Hive Mother. Yet I haven't sensed its presence. Is the entrance blocking all the energy? The Hive Mother must be behind it.
There might be a way to open this nearby.
Let's search the area thoroughly. We may have missed something.
immense darkness Nanyin is fighting. Is that the Hive Mother?
Sure. Perhaps I could try to approach them. The situation is more complicated than I thought. Ordinary attacks can't harm the Hive Mother.
Could it be that we can't attack the Hive Mother through conventional means because we're in its field?
What we're seeing might just be a fraction of what the Hive Mother can do.
But it was sealed by the Black Jade Ruin. There must be a way. The answer lies within this Black Jade Ruin.
Yes, we need to move closer to observe and gather more information from them.
More troubles have come our way.
The devices here look similar to the ones we've encountered.
Let's activate this one too and see what happens.
Energy from the darkness, just like in Hendeka County. What could be the purpose of this design? And where does Davis currently lead after
There's only one way to find out. Let's keep moving.
Was that? Master Yu and Dr. Rubilia.
How are you feeling? Any discomfort?
I think I'm fine. No noticeable issues.
Still, best to have a checkup, just to be safe.
Thanks for caring, Master Yu. But why am I at Ignisville Mansion? What happened after?
Relax. We will try our best to answer your questions.
Okay.
Nanyin has always been an extension of the alien civilization's will, attacking the domain guards, transforming people into dark wretches. She has shattered countless families. Without a doubt, she's a criminal in Domain 9. The pain will go away, and wounds heal over time, but scars linger on. The damage she's done will always haunt the people of Domain 9, no matter how much time passes, even if she didn't mean for all this to happen, even if she had no choice at the time. Yet, we have witnessed her final decision.
In the end, did she save us?
Not just us, the entire Domain 9. She did what she could to buy us time. She created the opportunity for us to rewrite the future. It's up to us now to seize it.
I'm still a little confused. Do you mean that she realized who she truly was at that moment?
If we consider the outcome, what you said might just be the truth. In that pivotal moment, Nanyin was no longer a vessel for the alien civilization, but her true self. The Nanyin who held Domain 9 dear, bearing the weight of everyone's fate. Through her actions, she fulfilled her mission and atoned for what she's done. I think I might understand. Or rather, I can relate to what she's been through. She must have been fighting the imprint of the alien civilization's will all along.
Okay.
Even the alien civilization couldn't really defeat the Hive Mother. They only managed to seal it using the Black Jade Ruin. Based on our experiences and information from the Dark Form, I have a theory. Only a being of the same species can end the Hive Mother's life. When it was defeated, it released a massive surge of darkness energy. That was its final struggle and retaliation. If Nanyin hadn't guided that energy, we would likely have been obliterated.
Nanyin guided that energy?
You probably lost consciousness from the impact. At the last moment, I only sensed it faintly through the weak connection within the species. As the Hive Mother began to fade, the pure darkness energy it had amassed surged toward us. Another dominant will within the species became clearer, redirecting the energy into the Black Jade Ruin and reinforcing its seal.
Did Nanyin seal herself?
It was an extremely risky attempt. As the victor, Nanyin would become the new leader of the darkness species. How she will change, and the impact this will have on the entire species, remains unknown. The most beneficial choice for Domain 9 would be to follow the alien civilization's example by sealing the new leader, which is herself.
According to the decrypted dark form, the Hive Mother once sealed will remain dormant for a very long time. Although we haven't completely wiped out the darkness, Domain 9 now has time to recover and find ways to rewrite our future.
How is Nanyin now?
She is very weak, barely noticeable. That's all I can sense right now.
Okay.
The Hive Mother is currently in a state of dormancy, but the darkness will continue to be drawn to Domain 9. However, without the Hive Mother's guidance, they shouldn't pose any serious threat.
Eliminating the darkness will undoubtedly be a long and enduring process. But we, along with our predecessors and future generations, will keep fighting this battle. We still have a lot to do, like continuing our research on the darkness and field energy, as well as improving Domain 9's defenses. We must find a more effective solution before the new Hive Mother awakens. This small window of opportunity that Nanyin gave us will not be wasted.
What will happen to her?
It's hard to say. Personally, I believe her consciousness may have been dissipated by that last surge of energy. This means we should prepare for the worst and see her as the new leader of our enemy and not take any chances.
But in a sense, she did save Domain 9. She fulfilled the mission that Master Luo had given her. Everyone in Domain 9 deserves to know about this. They can judge the rights and wrongs themselves. But one thing is certain. Everyone must take responsibility for their actions. And what Nanyin did must be held accountable. It's up to us now to shoulder these responsibilities.
Okay.
Additionally, there's some bad news. Please don't panic. Your friend, Miss Shirley, she's in a critical state.
Shirley? What happened?
She's fallen into a coma for unknown reasons. The footage shows that she suddenly collapsed right after she helped us locate the Hive Mother. After emergency intervention, her condition has stabilized for now, but the exact cause of her coma is still unclear, and further investigation is needed.
Can I go see her now?
Of course. We'll head back to Jungong together shortly.
Shirley was in critical condition, but she's better now. Sorry, we're not sure either. We don't have many leads right now, but I think it has something to do with looking for the Hive Mothers. That's right. Tempos must know what happened, but...
It crashed at almost the exact same moment Shirley fainted. We will only know what happened once Tempos comes back online.
Master Yu is currently working on repairing Tempos. We should have some good news soon. I hope so too. But we've got to be ready for anything and think about what to do next. Miss Plotty left Domain 9 in a rush not too long ago. Likely because Icrosis Gesthos had the same issue. It's not just Shirley and Tempos that were affected. The situation is far more complicated than we thought. Shirley's case is unique. I'm afraid we won't be able to find the solution here in Domain 9. Whatever it takes, I'll find a way to help Shirley. Now that everything's finally over, we should have been able to enjoy a moment of peace. I didn't get the chance to show you guys around Domain 9 and let you try all the delicacies. Shirley will get well soon, and we will do all of that.
I'm with you. I want to be there for Shirley. Also, do you have time later? There's something I want to tell you. I'll be waiting for you at Azure Bazaar. I'll talk to you later then. You must have important matters to discuss with your friends right now.
I have some things I'd like to ask Master Yu as well. Shirley.
Let's talk over here. Mia probably wants some time alone with Shirley. I got Shirley's data from Shelley and have passed it to Master Yu, hoping it can be of help. Shirley's condition is still unclear, isn't it? You probably already figured. It's about the unusual silence of Gesthos. Not just the infinite sundial. The Omnium reactors across all space-time regions are no exception. Should the reactors fail, the fallout would be disastrous. We won't let it happen again, no matter what it takes. That's one of the reasons we came to Domain 9. The other is worrying you might be in trouble. Yes, around the same time Gesthos went silent, Mia told me she had a really bad feeling. She was worried something might happen to you guys, and insisted I bring her here to Domain 9. So we had to check on you guys as soon as possible, to do whatever we could to... And your memory backup, just in case. I was really hoping we wouldn't need them, but seems like we do. I owe you an apology about Mia. You asked me to look after her while you're in Domain 9. Yet I brought her over without asking. Just to be safe, could you maybe take her for a checkup? I remember Domain 9 has some mechanics who specialize in smart servants. We're all hoping Shirley gets better soon, so she can tell us what's really going on. Otherwise, I'm worried you might get dragged into even bigger trouble. This isn't just about the computing power needed to locate the Hive Mother's coordinates, causing Gesthos and Tempos to crash. Headquarters seems to think Shirley took this chance to hack into Gesthos. We don't know how they plan to deal with the culprit, but I don't think these people will let this opportunity pass by. After spinning a tale, the truth they present to us is probably going to be far different from what really happened. What do you think, or imagine, Headquarters is like? The Authorizer on rotation. Just like Archon Elric, she too is one of the Omnium advocates who support Omnium research to make the world a better place. Opposing them are the Conservatives, who argue for the use of existing Omnium technology to keep the world stable and orderly. Both sides are so set in their ways that many important decisions are being shelved because they can't come to an agreement. Everything changed when Gesthos authorized a new reactor. Authorizing a new reactor means the activation of a new Tower of Fantasy. This is a big win for the Omnium advocate. And now, with Gesthos falling silent, likely because of the new tower, the Conservatives are gaining the upper hand. I'm sorry for what might happen to Shirley, but we can't influence the decisions at Headquarters. I often feel that we are really lucky. In Vera, we're able to do the right thing for everyone. Actually, Vera's Tower of Fantasy was never activated because of those very conflicts. Don't stress too much over it. I'm just sharing my concerns. It doesn't mean they will actually harm Shirley. Right now, our priority is to wake Shirley from her coma, so she can tell us what exactly happened. I'll head over to Master Yu's place now to help address any potential issues with the Infinite Sundial. Let's keep in touch. If anything new comes up at Headquarters, I'll let you know.
Don't apologize. I understand. You did it for my safety. I do not think this is your fault. There is no need to blame yourself. You have tried so hard. Finding Zeke, modifying the Infinite Sundial, and solving the gray space entity crisis in Domain 9. I know what you have been through, and if you had not been there for Shirley all this while, she would probably be in much worse shape right now. So, do not be too hard on yourself. If you are sad, I will be sad too. Now, I need you to cheer up so we can help Shirley together. According to the records, Shirley was once in a deep coma, affecting both her mental and emotional states. With the help of Dr. Claire from Cetus Island, Shirley was successfully awakened. On my way to the Infinite Sundial, I saw Zeke, or rather, Lord Mingxing. He did not recognize me. Or maybe he just did not see me. I think we should tell him. Zeke always puts Shirley first. He is willing to give everything for her. When he learns the truth, he will definitely appreciate being able to be there for Shirley when she needs him the most. I am sure Shirley will understand. Please, trust me. Understood. I'll record it and analyze carefully. Lord Mingjing.
Miss Shirley once mentioned she hoped I'd have the chance to meet Mia, and I've been looking forward to this day. Hello, Mia, but Miss Shirley is in critical condition. Let's skip the chit-chat. There's something I've been wanting to confirm with you and Miss Shirley. You and Miss... No, Shirley. You knew me before I ended up in Domain 9, didn't you? Zeke. Was that my name? So, you do know who I once was.
We are family. Asperia's Astra Shelter is our home.
Family. Friends. People I should have never forgotten. Yet, I have no recollection of you. I'm so sorry. It feels like I'm hearing someone else's story. Not as if I lived through it myself, yet the blurry images I can vaguely recall seem to resonate with it. Believing in intuition is just about as reliable as my chaotic memories. Whether it's the immediate familiarity I felt when we first met, or the unexplained peace your voice brings me, I'm convinced that our pasts are deeply intertwined. By spending more time with you, I hope to recall more things. Recovering those memories will help me discover who you are and who I am.
I'm glad we're united again in Domain 9, and I don't see your intuition as unreliable. It's the bond that ties family together, so you'll remember us eventually. I'm sure of it.
But right now, we can't just sit around and wait for Shirley to wake up. What can I do to help? Understood. As long as it helps Shirley, I'll do anything. Let's go see Master Yu.
Excuse me, guys. And this cute, itty-bitty smart servant. You've probably heard, headquarters is in total chaos over the Gestos incident. Archon Elric urgently needs you back to start an investigation into the incident, but it seems you two have something important to finish. Oh, relax. I'm not here to get in your way. If you manage to wake Miss Shirley, then Archon Elric can personally question her to get the whole picture of the incident. That would be better for everyone, don't you think? I just think this is the better way to handle things. For both Miss Shirley and Hykros. I'll give the doctor a heads up and help with the prep work. Once you land on Cetus Island, there's no need to brief the doctor. Just head straight into her mental landscape and wake her up. Of course, once she's awake, Archon Elric will speak with you right away. Sound good? I'm but a simple messenger, trying to do my job. Well then, see you later.
Thanks to Miss Yanuo for the help. We've got to speed things up too. Let's get going.
You're all here. Unfortunately, Tempos still isn't working. We thought it crashed because it overextended itself while trying to pinpoint coordinates. But it turns out the situation is much more complicated. The infinite sundial is still running, but there's a persistent issue with Tempos' authorization. Hykros headquarters will be working with us to resolve this issue. We can't say for sure when all the pieces will fall into place. What we do know is that Shirley is the key. Her background and experiences might hold the answers we need. This is likely why there's so much controversy around her now. Domain 9 will make sure she's treated fairly. Oh? Despite being from the outside world, what you've done for Domain 9 surpasses anything done by most of the residents here. You've traveled through all 4 states of the Domain, and every inch of this land bears witness to your efforts. Your contributions will never be forgotten here. If there's any way I can help, you have my full support. I'll take care of things in Aquaville. Please do concentrate fully on waking up Miss Shirley.
Master Yu...
Don't feel bad. Just think of it as me keeping my promise.
Thank you for everything. We'll take our leave now. Shirley's waiting for us. Let's go.
I do not understand. What was that promise about?
You can say it's kind of a quid pro quo. Master Yu agreed to help me find leads about the outside world and my identity. In return, I agreed to lend my strength to Domain 9. That means holding the front line when the darkness invades Aquaville. If I ever found myself, I was free to step aside and choose my own path. But after witnessing the devastation caused by the darkness, seeing people left homeless and lives lost, how could I just walk away? I've made up my mind. I must save Shirley, no matter what it takes.
Haven't seen you in a hot minute, kid. Have you lost some weight?
Executor, according to my calculations, you are 2 kilograms lighter than when you last met Mr. Franz. The weight loss is likely due to being overly busy. You should take care of yourself and get enough rest.
Little Mia is so concerned about you. You really should listen to her.
Franz?
I've heard about what's been going on with you. Let me reintroduce myself. I'm Franz, the liaison between Astra and Hykros, and an old friend of your parents.
My parents?
I'll fill you in when the time is right. Not now, though. We can sort through the past later. Right now, Dr. Claire is preparing for the awakening experiment. Grunt work? Classic Claire. Don't worry about it. Miss Yanuo and I will handle it. Just in case. She first tracked me down and filled me in on your situation. Then she got Claire on board with the experiment and did all the legwork. We gotta make sure to thank her properly later. Our initial assessment suggests that this coma was caused by Shirley's personality falling into a deep sleep. Since her personality is dormant, it is probably Nemesis who was implanted in Shirley by the Sage. That's causing all the chaos. We're not sure what she did to cause Gesthos and Tempos to crash. Same as before, kid. While Zeke is looking for Shirley, you'll be on guard to prevent any mishaps. Only by waking Shirley can we start tracking down Nemesis. So, are you ready? Zeke? You good? Claire specifically stressed this to me. While Shirley's asleep, the system will bring her mental world to life. A virtual reality crafted from her cherished memories. It's a sanctuary where she can relax completely. Typically, visitors don't upset that world, because they know who they are. But you... how well do you know Shirley? And yourself? It's hard to say. The most likely scenario is that Zeke's mental landscape will merge with Shirley's, creating utter chaos. A single misstep could lead to getting lost. Not only would that not help Shirley, but Zeke could end up losing himself too. I understand how you feel, kid, but their shared blood makes Zeke the best candidate. I trust that Shirley's brother won't let her down.
I got this.
You should head to the lab. Claire needs to tweak the equipment for you.
Okay.
I never thought I'd have to introduce myself again like this. Talk about a twist of fate. It's a long story. When I first met Zeke, he had just escaped with Shirley from the heirs of Ida, and was trying to make a life on Astra. He stood there, guarding little Shirley like a hawk, glaring at me with those fierce eyes. Even though he was just a kid himself, barely over 10. Those intense glares were something else. Yeah, he wanted nothing to do with Hykros, or the heirs of Ida ever again. In his eyes, both sides were the cause of his parents' tragedy. And as you know, over time, he let go of his hatred and obsession, focusing on creating a peaceful life for Shirley. That's the Zeke we both came to know. But now, he's lost himself, not even knowing what he used to live for. I blame it on my old age, getting all sentimental. Back to Shirley. You've probably already heard of the power struggles at headquarters. Those heartless dirtbags. I always hoped you'd stay as far away from them as possible. But given the current situation, we've got to stay proactive and not get manipulated by them. From what I've heard, some of them have already started pulling strings. Even if I knew, I'm not sure if I could do anything to stop it. What seems inevitable is that those people from headquarters want to take Shirley for research, to find clues to fix Gesthos. Archon Elric and Miss Plotty from headquarters will let you know the details later. If Shirley ends up with them, it might not be the worst thing. But if there's no progress in fixing Gesthos, and Shirley falls into those people's hands? Me? I'm just doing what needs to be done. Let's save our thanks till Shirley's awake, huh? You should head to the lab and get ready.
Is this Shirley's memories? I feel like I've been here before. No, I'm sure of it. This is our home.
Finally. Done. Ta-da! Introducing Shirley's special concoction. Orange soda made with iced orange juice and freshly squeezed lemon juice. Just you wait, Zeke. You're about to unlock a core memory. Better taste it first, just in case. Yikes! So sour. Sour overload. Kaboom! This has to work. If it doesn't, then Then it would definitely prove Zeke's taste buds are broken. Could Zeke actually be taste blind? He didn't even react to the super sour one before, but his cooking is delicious. If he really can't taste, how does he cook so well? Well, no matter. I'll just have him try it and see.
I think I do remember something sour.
So squishy! And kinda ugly, too. Is it a kitten or a bear? Did I mention before that I like baby bears? I just mentioned it casually. Didn't think he would remember. If only his crafting skills could rub off on his aesthetics. Lucky for me, Celine is the one who picks out my clothes. What to name you? What to name you? Ah! How about Zeke? Perfect! When I'm mad at him, I'll take it out on you. Sorry, Shirley. It's all my fault. But if Zeke finds out I named it Zeke... Ugh, does that mean I'm getting a bear named Shirley for my next birthday? And then Mia the following year? I think there are plenty of other good names that would suit you.
Was this bear really ugly? I should take a look outside. Shirley? Did you sneak out again?
No, I didn't. Mia, you're supposed to be on my side. How could you rat me out? Mia did not.
A guilty conscience speaks first.
Zeke, you're bluffing.
Only someone feeling guilty would fall for that.
Zeke.
It wasn't completely a bluff, though. See? You've got evidence stuck to your back. This type of grass is only found outside the shelter. No need to tell you exactly where, right? You're too old to be rolling around in the grass like a little kid.
But lying in the sun felt so nice. I just got carried away.
Let's not make a habit of it. Go change and wash your hands. Dinner's ready. Shirley?
Zeke! Shall we go inside?
It's too risky.
We'll be fine.
I told you, it's dangerous out here.
I just wanted to help.
Help? You're only giving me more trouble.
But
There is no but. Go back immediately. Without my permission, you can't...
Even with your memory turned into a wasteland, you're still fixated on a chance for redemption. The opportunity to find truth lies in your own hands.
just do it, Zeke.
In this situation, quibbling won't do any of us good. The Sage's plans are confidential. I'm just here to ensure they're carried out smoothly. Nemesis losing control is a problem for you. In that regard, we have a common interest. So, I'll give you a hint on where to go next. You need to go to Gesthos, located in the algorithm arc at Hykros headquarters. I'm not obligated to answer your questions, kid. Evil? Ha! Don't get too ahead of yourself. You might not even have what it takes. Life is not limited to one form. That's all I have to say.
Where are you, kid? Archon Elric and Miss Plotty are here. Come back to the lab quickly. Don't keep them waiting.
Yes, I found Shirley, but she suddenly turned into Nemesis, and the whole world started to collapse.
Oh? So you couldn't keep the heirs of Ida's creation under control and let it interact with Gesthos, working with the heirs of Ida, and causing this mess? I'll make sure you're held accountable. The report shows that when Gesthos and Tempos were working together to decipher the dark forms, a large amount of abnormal data was sent to the Gesthos network. Everything points to Shirley, or Nemesis, an angel of clemency. In other words, it's part of the heirs of Ida's long-standing plot to sabotage Gesthos and destroy the Tower of Fantasy. We must understand her intentions, repair Gesthos, and stop the heirs of Ida's next move. I'm taking her back to headquarters, and that's an order.
What are you planning to do with Shirley?
We plan to start repairing the Gesthos network. The Gesthos network is the backbone of its operation, providing it with many functions. One key function is controlling and authorizing Omnium reactors. These functions come from the network's foundational layer. The authorizer uses a cybernetic link to connect with and edit this layer, which allows the Gesthos network to update and advance. Although we're not sure how, Nemesis has disrupted the logic of the foundational layer. We need to send a team into the network to assist with repair.
Are you suggesting we go into the network, Miss Plotty?
The cybernetic link can exert significant mental strain on the connected individual. For safety, only those who pass a screening test are allowed to attempt the network connection. I've submitted your physical examination reports. If you meet the requirements, I'll let you know immediately. I'll assist you in repairing the network. Fixing Gestos will disrupt Nemesis's plans, and she'll try to stop you. It's up to you how you want to deal with her, as long as it doesn't harm Hykros' interests.
I accept your terms, Executor.
The Gestos network.
Do you have any advice, Mr. Franz?
I'm not an expert on Gestos, so I don't have much advice to give. I've heard that the surface layer of the Gestos network, where you might be going, is just a reflection of the foundational layer. If the foundational layer is in chaos, I wonder what that means for its reflection. The surface layer, they're, well, the same as always. Take care of yourself.
If it helps save Shirley, it's all worth it.
We can't rush this. Until we get word from headquarters, we'll just have to wait.
But we can't just sit around. Mr. Franz, could you tell me more about Shirley and me? After the experiment, I've started to remember some things. Shirley's transformation, the last experiment here, and the time engine. Yes, Executor. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being there for Shirley. Supporting and protecting her. I feel as a brother. But I'm thankful she had you by her side.
Zeke, stick with me, and we'll see if we can help you unlock more memory. Mia, you stay with the kid. You probably have your own leads to follow. Let's split up and share information. The more we know before heading to headquarters, the better.
For Shirley.
We will get her back.
Archon Elric, any update from Plotty?
Such a heavy burden falls on the Executor's shoulders.
Archon Elric, Zeke.
Verifying identity access level. Elric, access level 5. Zeke, access level under review. Review complete. Access level 4. The authorizer candidate. Access level under review. Review complete. Access level to be determined. Access granted. Proceed to Hykros headquarters. Algorithm ARC.
Are all these passageways part of the algorithm arc? There are other arcs? How's Gesthos now?
What? What have you done to my sister?
Shirley.
Answer us. Is this how you're supposed to keep Shirley safe?
Please calm down. Hykros has just taken her into custody for now. I assure you of her safety. My word is my bond.
I sincerely hope so.
All right, let's get straight to the point then. Executor, it's time to call you by your new title. The Authorizer Candidate.
Authorizer?
I found the title strange earlier. The Authorizer Candidate.
Yes, you've passed the screening. Your ability to adapt the system properties of the Gesthos network and establish a cybernetic link with the network is not common, at least for now, considering various factors such as past experience, system compatibility, and personal traits. We believe you are the best candidate for this task. Since this mission is essentially a system modification, you have, in fact, already obtained the ability to manage Gesthos as the Authorizer. Therefore, you have been given the title of Authorizer, even though you are currently still a candidate.
This doesn't sound like a simple position.
Naturally.
What do I need to do?
Currently, a large number of encoded computer viruses have appeared in the foundational layer of the Gesthos network. This has caused the system to fail in its duty as the control terminal for the Tower of Fantasy's Omnium reactor. Due to system anomalies, most external intervention methods have failed. Therefore, the only way is to upload your consciousness. This way, you can enter the physical world constructed by the system from the inside, identify the properties of the virus, and carry out system repairs.
An unknown encoded computer virus?
That's right. This type of encoded virus is unprecedented. The logs indicate that the timing of the malfunctions aligns with when Nemesis was inputting data into Gesthos through Tempos. We can conclude that it was Nemesis who invaded Gesthos and implanted the virus in the system. Perhaps Nemesis was a pawn that the Sage placed in Hykros. The Sage hopes to invade Gesthos through Nemesis, thereby controlling the Omnium reactor in the Tower of Fantasy and executing the Retrospect project. Nemesis had been lurking all along, waiting for the right moment to initiate the attack. Surprisingly, Hykros' previous inspections of her body failed to detect any danger, leading to a lapse in vigilance.
So, Nemesis had been lurking inside Shirley all this time.
That's why Hykros needs to take Nemesis into custody, to prevent further incident. The worst-case scenario is this. The Shirley you've known all this while is just a disguise Nemesis put on by seizing Shirley's memories and personality. And the real Shirley might have been gone a long time ago.
Shirley? This can't... It just can't be.
I hope that that is not the case. The process of holding those responsible for the oversight accountable has already begun. However, the most important thing right now is to focus on fixing the damage that has already been done. We still don't know what Shirley did to the network. To this day, no one has been able to figure out why Shirley lost consciousness, and it's highly likely that it's related to the network's anomaly. Ultimately, saving Shirley and the investigation into the cause of the network anomaly for its restoration. These two objectives are essentially the same. In any case, on behalf of the Algorithm Arc, I sincerely thank you for participating in this operation. I will do my utmost to assist you in your task. It's time to head to the Consciousness Upload Center. I've prepared the Authorizer's terminal for you there. After the terminal verifies and activates your biometric features, it will assist you in your actions within the network, fully realizing your power as a Hykros Authorizer. Once all this is done, you can use the uploading device in the Consciousness Upload Center to go into the network's world.
Looks like it's done.
Even though as the authorizer on rotation, I do have the ability to enter the network's world. I must ensure your mission support from the outside, control the overall situation, handle the current chaos in Hycros, and minimize the damage from the system outage.
What kind of world is it?
Your goal is to reach the foundational layer where you can edit system functions. But first, you'll arrive at a virtual Ida world that recreates the eve of the Cataclysm.
Wait a minute. The world of Ida on the eve of the Cataclysm?
Yes, we're very fortunate. This virtual Ida world is one of the few functions of the network that's still operational. Because it has a data link to the foundational layer, it preserves the possibility for us to enter the layer through the system. You can think of this as a necessary path to the foundational layer. Let's call it the surface layer for now. You need to find the data singularity in the surface layer. I'll assist you in locating it. These data anomalies are like flaws or loopholes in the surface layer. By interacting with the terminal, you can open a passage to the foundational layer. The preparations for consciousness uploading are complete. You can enter the network's world whenever you're ready. Considering your background, I'll set your transmission target to the Astra region in Asperia. I'll also attempt to deploy a system backdoor near you. Once you're in, your first objective is to find the system backdoor. The terminal will guide you to its location.
Got it.
We can set off as soon as you're ready. Before we do, feel free to ask me if you have any questions.
Zeke, please take care of Shirley.
How I wish I could take your place.
Don't worry, I won't lose my way. During the time Shirley was away, I did a lot of thinking. You two siblings took me in when I lost my memory, giving me a path to move forward. Afterward, Shirley and I journeyed together. We traveled side by side, place after place. Before I knew it, Shirley had become an incredibly important person to me. All right, time to go. Shirley?
Shirley what? Surely it has something to do with Space Rift? Hey, wakey wakey! If you're done sleeping, hand over the Space Rift technology.
Space Rift technology? Who is this? I must be inside the Gestos network.
Stop playing dumb and quit stalling. Whoever's inside, listen up! I'm Officer Rosalind of Asperia Public Security by the laws of the Federation. Surrender immediately and release the hostages. You're finally awake. I was about to call an ambulance. How are you feeling? Does your head hurt? Feeling any dizziness? Any other side effects? Maybe we should get a doctor to look at that bump on your head, just to be safe.
I'm okay, thanks. And you are?
Oh, I work for the Asperia Public Security. Officer Rosalind. I was investigating a criminal group called Wednesday. I noticed that a researcher from Kylo who arrived in Asperia yesterday, that's you, hadn't checked in with public security yet. After connecting the dots, I figured your disappearance might be connected to Wednesday, then tracked you down here. Sadly, we missed her again.
Wednesday? You mean the girl wearing a mask?
That's Ace, a core member of Wednesday and a key suspect that we, public security, have been trying to catch. This group, especially Ace, have committed a string of crimes. If you know anything, please do tell. Now that you're all right, let's get you out of here. I have to take you in for a statement, but don't worry, you're a victim. It's just standard procedure. I'm hoping for your cooperation.
Actually, before we go, I need to report into Hycros District 4. I haven't had a chance to touch base with them since I arrived in Asperia.
Got it. Do what you need to do.
Can you hear me, Plotty?
I've been waiting for quite a while, Authorizer. You're much later than scheduled. I thought you were discovered by the firewall.
The researcher from Kylo that I replaced is currently being held hostage by a criminal gang, so I got caught up in that mess. They demanded the space rift technology from me, but I couldn't give it to them, so that led to some complications.
What? Are you all right?
Luckily, a policewoman saved me, so now I'm out of danger.
That's a relief then. Without further ado, let's start activating the terminal system integration function.
Okay.
The Authorizer's system integration is the key to bypassing the firewall. The reason you're at risk of being attacked by the firewall is because, to the system, you're an abnormal foreign data. So, the solution to this is quite simple. Simply make the system believe you are a part of it, and the integration system can meet our needs. It allows you to experience multiple identities in the surface layer, and record them as data features in the terminal.
Can I understand this as role-playing?
That's right. This allows you to experience the world from multiple dimensions. The closer your connection with this world, the lower the chance the firewall can detect you. And there's also the application library function of the terminal, which contains various apps. These apps can modify the data of the surface layer, helping you gain some special ability. Like the space rift you mentioned earlier, you can actually use the portal application on the terminal to achieve a similar effect. However, the number of uses is limited, and it's very easy to be detected by firewalls. In essence, the more an application function violates the laws of the world, the greater the chance it will be detected by the firewall. The application library function of the terminal is being activated. It will be available for use once activation is complete. In addition, I've pinpointed the location of the data anomaly. It's on the 27th floor of the Aurora Experimental Center near the Tower of Fantasy, right in the heart of Asperia. This building is the experimental facility and headquarters of Asperia's top corporation, Aurora Industries. As the headquarters of Aurora Industries, it might not be easy to get in. You could look into it and see if your status as a high-course employee from District 4 could help you. And look who's here.
Ah, Mia!
I've uploaded the data into this little one. Now she can accompany you in the network's world. I believe that with the terminal's functions, she can help you even more.
That's wonderful. Thanks a lot, Plotty.
Skip the formalities. I just did what I was supposed to do.
Exit authorizer. Mia is here to help.
Looks like you're still not used to this new title yet, huh, Mia?
I will do my best.
The application module of the terminal has been loaded. You can now try using the terminal's application function. By choosing different applications, you can gain different abilities. However, the terminal can only handle a limited number of applications at a time. If you need to switch applications, you'll have to head to a back door to do so. Not too bad. Looks like you've got the basics of how to use the terminal. Back doors are scattered throughout the place. All you need to do is find buildings with similar appearances, and you can enter these backdoor areas.
We've got a little friend here?
Meet my assistant, the latest model of smart servant.
Hello, I am Mia.
Oh, hi! Mia, why does she sound like this?
Oh, her speech module's a little glitchy. Not a big deal. It's getting late. We should get going. By the way, where exactly are we?
Linglong Industrial Park. It's the largest and most advanced comprehensive industrial park in Hesperia, where both Aurora Industries and Shooter Electronics have established branches.
The largest? It's hard to tell at a glance.
That's because the Starloop Sea surrounding Astra is an important protected tourist spot in Hesperia, where they host annual surfing festivals and music festivals. Let's leave it at that for now. Hop on. You're right. Hop on. Just a heads up. Make sure you hold on. So, this is your first visit to Hesperia, isn't it?
More like it's been a long time since I last visited. It has changed so much I barely recognize it.
Well, our guest from Kylo, welcome back to my hometown, Astra Hesperia. See that magnificent tower in the distance on your right? That's Hesperia's Tower of Fantasy, one of the first built worldwide.
Hesperia's Tower of Fantasy.
Why talk like you're lost in thought? You're sounding like my neighbor's grandpa. That tower was the key that unlocked—
Does everyone here admire the Tower of Fantasy like you?
Of course not. Look ahead. I'm sure Kylo has problems like this too.
Are they protesting?
Yeah. Protests like these have been non-stop since the tower was built. They might not be a big threat, but they sure make our jobs harder. Take last year, for example. The end-of-year report showed that protest activity was up by 30%, and we ended up using 20% of our manpower just for crowd control. You know, Astra Building is the largest business center in Astra. And of course, their event drew out all the media. They love a spectacle.
Sounds like you're not a fan.
Not exactly. My neighbor doesn't like Omnium either. He used to work for Aurora Industries. He says that Omnium technology took over the market, leaving Aurora so broke they can barely pay his pension. So I get why some people might not be happy with Omnium technology. It hasn't been great for everyone.